Stop for a moment. What you're experiencing isn't random. There is something calling you here. You may not fully understand why, but a part of you already senses a shift. In the next minutes, you'll be introduced to an ancient teaching from Thoth, or whatever name resonates for you, a wisdom long hidden yet always available to those who are ready. Deep down, old beliefs have been quietly draining your power, like invisible weights around your ankles. Only when you're prepared can you loosen them. Stick with this message through the end, and you'll learn not only how to loosen those invisible chains, but how to awaken a flow of energy that begins to move in your favor right away. First, pause and breathe. What follows may feel like the key you've been seeking. Feeling the stirring within you arrived here because something inside you has started to vibrate differently. It could be a subtle restlessness, a quiet alarm, or a gentle nudge you can't ignore. You might not have clear words for it, and you don't need them now. What matters is that you feel drawn, attention shifting, curiosity rising. Energy flows where attention goes. That little signal within you is proof. You're on the threshold of a change. Imagine clicking "I am ready" in your inner world. That click is an energetic pact between you and what's coming next. If this resonates, trust it. Opening to this moment is itself a gesture of commitment. You're choosing to lean into awakening rather than retreating to familiar comfort. Invisible chains, beliefs as barriers. Most people assume life shifts when external conditions change. A new job, more money, a fresh relationship. But true change often begins inside. Think of your beliefs as raw material for an invisible wall that has formed around you over years. From childhood, messages, spoken or unspoken, shape how you see yourself and the world. You're not enough. Life is difficult. Happiness is rare. Money is scarce. Such phrases, repeated by parents, teachers, peers, or absorbed from culture and media, become energetic patterns. They settle into your subconscious like old software running in the background. Even when you consciously want change, if deep down you believe you cannot, that hidden program keeps you locked in the same vibration. You scrub the wall exterior, more effort, more planning, more striving. But the real barrier remains untouched behind the scenes. Noticing the subtle commands. Every fleeting thought matters. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never succeed. I don't deserve this. What if I fail again?" You're issuing tiny commands into your inner field. These mental phrases pass so quickly they seem harmless, yet each one reinforces a vibration. Over time, they accumulate into a pattern that shapes how you act, how you feel, what opportunities appear or remain hidden. Many try to change life through sheer willpower, working harder, studying more, fighting obstacles externally, yet find exhaustion and frustration instead of lasting transformation. That's because the root lies in the habitual inner dialogue. It's like cleaning a mirror by scrubbing the wall behind it. You're focusing on the wrong place. Transformation begins when you turn attention inward to these subtle commands and question them. Understanding the system that keeps you small. This hidden software wasn't inserted by you consciously, it was inherited, copied from generations, installed without your awareness. From early childhood, fear-based messages set invisible boundaries, fear of rejection, punishment, scarcity, shame. When anyone questions norms, the system responds. Criticism, exclusion, reprimand. Over decades, you internalize these boundaries and become your own jailer. You criticize yourself before others do. You limit yourself before someone else does. This self-policing perpetuates the pattern. You may even feel special or seek deeper knowledge, yet when you push too far, doubt or guilt emerges to pull you back. This network of beliefs is like a collective programming, reinforced by institutions, social norms, media, stories in your culture. It operates without visible force, yet shapes choices subtly, steering you towards safety, away from growth. Spotting the cracks, awakening breath. But within this invisible prison lies a crack, a small opening where awakening begins. That opening often appears as a moment when you realize you no longer need permission from outside to change. You sense that you don't have to wait for perfect conditions. You don't need someone else's approval. You simply notice that the voice repeating old stories may not always be true. This recognition is the breath of awakening, a simple yet revolutionary inner movement. It starts with a choice to look inside, not to judge or blame yourself, but to remember your true nature beneath fears and labels. In that moment, you glimpse that you are more than accumulated past experiences or inherited beliefs. You are, at core, a spark of the same creative energy that pulses through all existence. Recognizing your divine essence. Deep within, beyond stories of limitation, lies an essence untouchable by external circumstances. You were never just a body or a mind or a set of memories. You are a living expression of the creative source. This doesn't refer to some distant status or special club. It means that vibrationally, you carry within you the power to shape and resonate with life itself. Awakening isn't about becoming someone different, but remembering who you always have been. When you cease striving to prove or fix yourself, a quiet peace can emerge. That peace isn't the final destination, but the entry gate. It shows you that you don't have to be controlled by fear or expectations. You begin to see that inner freedom is possible, even if challenges remain. Learning from nature, the teacher at your feet. Once this inner door opens, you see nature anew. A tree isn't just wood, branches, and leaves. It is a living master resisting storms, shedding leaves without complaint, trusting the cycles. In autumn, leaves fall. In winter, it stands bare yet alive. In spring, new growth emerges. It doesn't cling to what's gone nor fear what might come. This teaches that you, too, can release beliefs or habits that no longer serve you. Those old ideas may feel like protection, but like dead leaves, they weigh you down. Letting go may feel vulnerable, but that vulnerability prepares you for renewal. You realize you are made of the same substance as wind, water, earth, and sky, always in flow, always transforming. Just as the sky isn't ashamed of clouds or the sea of rough waves, you need not judge your own seasons. Your place in the web, collective resonance. Your awakening is not just for you. Every thought, word, and action sends ripples into the collective field. When you smile at a stranger, you shift the vibrational tone around you. When you choose forgiveness over resentment, you lighten ancestral burdens. When you allow yourself to shine, you inspire others to do the same. This isn't abstract, it's energy in motion. If most people vibrate fear, scarcity, or discouragement, the surrounding field reflects that tone. But when someone shifts to a more open, abundant vibration, it creates a subtle reorganization in that field. Your inner work thus serves not only your own life, but also contributes to raising collective possibilities. You did not enter this world merely to meet obligations and repeat routines. You came to resonate, to multiply potential for yourself and others. Activating the flow of prosperity. Prosperity is often misunderstood as accumulating money or possessions. True prosperity is a vibrational state, a feeling of alignment, flow, and ease. When your vibration is colored by fear, scarcity, guilt, you block that flow, like a river dammed by beliefs. But when you loosen those bonds, water begins to move freely again, bringing a sense of alignment with life's currents. To awaken this energy, start by observing thoughts. When a limiting belief arises, "I'll never succeed," "I'm not worthy," pause, breathe, and inquire. Where did this come from? Whose voice is this? Is it truly mine? Many beliefs are borrowed, not essential to who you are. Releasing them creates space for a new vibration. Next, tend your emotions. This is not about faking joy, but consciously nurturing feelings like gratitude, compassion, curiosity, even if small at first. By intentionally activating these states, you reopen channels within, signaling the field that you vibrate abundance even before external evidence appears. Shielding your energy in a noisy world. Once you begin to flow, the world's noise and demands can pull you back. Social media, news that fuels fear, gossip, competitive comparisons, they all act like tiny leaks in your energy reservoir. Protecting your field means developing selective attention. Choose where to place focus. If something drains clarity or fuels anxiety, notice and step away. This isn't about isolation or ignoring reality. It's about an internal filter. Does this nourish my light or drain it? Also, embrace silence daily. In a world conditioned to avoid quiet, sitting still, tuning inward seems uncomfortable. But silence is where rebuilding happens. Even a few minutes unplugged from external and internal chatter can help your energy reorganize naturally. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Your path, timing, and expression are unique. Comparison weakens your alignment. Honoring your process strengthens it. Each decision to protect your field is an act of self-love and keeps your vibration tuned to possibility. Embracing the ongoing journey. Remember, awakening doesn't mean all fear vanishes tomorrow or that life becomes frictionless. Instead, you learn you don't have to be ruled by fear. You can feel it without letting it decide. Limitations may still appear, but they no longer define your identity. You realize you always had an untouchable core, your divine essence. Awakening is not about becoming someone else, but remembering you never needed to be anyone other than you. As layers of old beliefs fall away, you discover more spaciousness inside. Yet the path continues. Each day brings new insights, emerging patterns to observe, fresh invitations to deepen trust. Nature's cycles remind you that growth involves seasons, sometimes quiet, sometimes active, sometimes rest. Accept each phase without harsh judgment. Each one has its purpose and beauty. Simple practices to support you. Mindful inquiry. Notice recurring thoughts that limit you. When "I can't" arises, pause and ask, is this truly mine or inherited? Question kindly, without harshness. Emotion. Recalibration. Consciously invite small moments of gratitude or compassion. Even a brief breath focusing on appreciation can shift inner tone. Selective focus. Choose inputs, media, conversations, activities that align with your expanded vision. Gently step away from those that pull you into fear or self-doubt. Daily silence. Carve out time to sit quietly, noticing what arises without judgment. Let inner noise settle so your deeper knowing can be heard. Nature connection. Observe plants, trees, weather cycles. See how life flows through change without resistance. Mirror that openness. Gentle self-compassion. When setbacks occur, treat yourself as a friend. Recognize they are part of unraveling old patterns, not evidence of failure. Small acts of kindness. Your positive vibration influences others. Simple gestures, smile, encouraging words, amplify collective uplift. Honoring your unique path. Avoid comparing milestones with others. Celebrate your own pace. Your journey is your signature contribution. These are not rigid rules but supportive habits. Tailor them to feel natural. The goal is to align your daily life with the vibration you wish to embody, so that flow becomes increasingly effortless. Understanding resistance and perseverance. As you loosen old bonds, resistance often emerges. Fear may intensify temporarily. When a limiting belief dissolves, what was hidden can surface briefly. Recognize this as part of the process. The system resists change to protect familiar patterns. When anxiety or doubt rises, return to breathing. Notice the sensation without judgment. And remind yourself, this is a sign you're moving beyond old comfort zones. Persevere gently. Continue questioning thoughts, practicing selective focus, embracing silence. Over time, resistance softens, and new possibilities open more naturally. Trust the process unfolds at the right pace. Impatience often springs from outdated urgency. Let the flow of awakening guide you with patience and kindness toward yourself. Your role in the greater whole. By shifting your vibration, you contribute to a larger shift. Every choice to break an old pattern relaxes constraints in the collective field. You may not immediately see visible effects, but subtle changes accumulate. Sometimes you'll feel drawn to support others, sharing a kind word, offering understanding, or simply modeling openness. When you honor your awakening, you inspire permission for others to awaken. Recognize that your life has meaning beyond personal gain. You are part of a living tapestry where each thread matters. Even small actions, choosing authenticity, compassion, creativity, send ripples that multiply. This perspective infuses ordinary moments with significance. Washing dishes, walking outside, conversation with a friend, all become opportunities to transmit a more expansive vibration. The grand invitation. You did not land on this message by accident. Synchronicity guided you here because a door in your inner world was ready to open. This ancient wisdom isn't reserved for a special few. It's accessible to anyone willing to pause, observe, and align attention inward. The secret of Thloxper, or whatever name you hold for this guiding energy, isn't a hidden code locked away. It's a reminder that you already hold abundance, creativity, and connection within. The doorway isn't somewhere out there. It's a space inside you that grows as you choose to nurture it. If you felt a spark as you read this, honor it. That spark marks the beginning of a living practice, a journey that unfolds moment by moment, continuing beyond this moment. If these words have stirred something, know that the journey continues beyond any single message. Each time you return, through reflection, practice, or engagement with supportive community, you deepen the opening. Your participation matters. When you share insights or simply stay committed to inner inquiry, you weave a thread in the greater fabric. Your next step might be quiet. A few minutes of mindful breathing, noticing a belief and gently questioning it. Or it may be reaching out to someone with encouragement, or spending time in nature, observing cycles of change. Whatever form it takes, it's an opportunity to reinforce the new vibration you're cultivating. A gentle reminder. Remember, awakening does not demand perfection. It asks only that you pay attention, with kindness and curiosity, to what lives inside. Some days may feel easy, others may feel challenging. Both are part of the path. When fear resurfaces, welcome it as a teacher showing you where old bonds remain. When joy appears, savor it as evidence of your expanding field. Over time, you'll notice shifts. Decisions seem clearer, synchronicities more frequent, inner peace more accessible. External circumstances may change or not, but your relation to them transforms. You become less reactive, more attuned to guidance from within. Thank you for pausing to read and resonate with these words. Your openness is the first gesture of change. As you continue, trust that each breath, each moment of awareness feeds the flow of energy that aligns you with life's greater currents. You are already chosen, not by elite claim, but by your own willingness to listen. Keep nurturing that spark. Return when you need fresh encouragement. Each time you do, new layers of insight await. This is not a final goodbye, but an invitation to ongoing exploration. May your journey be illuminated by inner light, and may that light brighten paths for others as well. Until next time, walk gently, breathe deeply, and know that you are always connected to the source within. Infinite light and unfolding blessings.